What's good, people? I'm Escudo, and tonight we're going to watch another amazing, historically significant fight. We're going to watch Rocky Marciano, his last fight in the ring, against the old mongoose, Archie Moore. Let's do this shit.
Here are the principals, introducing from San Diego, California, and Toledo, Ohio, wearing black trunks.
Typical Archie Moore to be from two different places.
188 even, the light heavyweight champion of the world and challenger, Archie Moore.
Alright, Archie Moore is a man of mystery. Nobody knows how old he is. His mother claims he was born in 1913. He's listed in government documents as being born in 1916. Nobody knows where he was really born. He says he's from St. Louis. The government lists it as somewhere in Mississippi. Nobody knows anything about Archie Moore. Aside from that, he knocked out more people than any fighter in history. Nobody knows how many people it was. Somewhere between 131 to 145 knockouts, starting as a middleweight at 160 pounds. He was a good up-and-coming fighter, and then he had a perforated ulcer that caused him to collapse in the streets of San Diego. He recovered from that. Then he got appendicitis, had another emergency surgery. He lost like 80 pounds, and he got out of the hospital, and a week later he was jogging. He had that sort of self-belief. He was told by every one of his doctors that he would never fight again. But here he is. That was in 1941. This fight is in 1955, so 14 years later, challenging an undefeated heavyweight champion, this man, Rocky Marciano.
His opponent from Brockton, Massachusetts.
Brockton in the house, motherfuckers.
Weighing 188 and a quarter pounds, heavyweight champion of the world, Rocky Marciano. 15 rounds.
All right, Rocky Marciano. As you know, I'm from Massachusetts. There is a constant debate between who is the best fighter to come out of Massachusetts, and it generally always comes down to two people. Well, in the modern era, it's either Rocky Marciano or Marvin Hagler. Rocky is from Brockton. Actually, I think they were both from Brockton. But anyway, Rocky Marciano he's like a human tornado. He's one of those like so many great athletes who had like a fucking split personality. Like, you talk to him, you meet him, and like everybody said he was the nicest guy. Even he seems like a really nice guy, but like what he would do is he would go into training camp for like 4 months, whereas the average training camp is like maybe 6 to 8 weeks. Rocky would train like a fucking psycho. Like, he would leave his wife, leave his family, and just go train and just turn himself into a vicious monster. And he was addicted to exercise. He never, ever, ever got tired. And for whatever reason, he was just gifted with natural, vicious power. So, he fought 48 people before this. This is his 49th fight. He's undefeated. Only ever got knocked down by one person. That was Jersey Joe Walcott, another incredible boxer. But yeah, here we are. Rocky Marciano, Archie Moore.
For the heavyweight championship of the world.
The Brockton Blockbuster, they called him.
Good evening, Rocky and Archie. You both know the rules of the New York State Athletic Commission, so I won't go into all the details. Protect yourself at all times. The
All
three
Tims.
knockdowns in one round
All
rule
Tims.
is voided tonight. The 8-second count is out too. If a man goes down, the man standing up goes to the farthest neutral corner and stays there until I wave him back. He doesn't have to wait for 8 seconds. And when the man gets up and I get his gloves brushed, well, you come back. Okay? Punches high. Nice fight.
So there's no 3 knockdown rule and no mandatory 8 count in this fight. God, Archie Moore is so stocky. How fucking thick his arms are. Like Rocky's got more like wiry. He certainly looks like a strong guy, but Archie Moore looks like he's built like a fucking tank.
That explains that to you any better. We're waiting for the bell for round 1. The boys are jiggling in their corners. The crowd is roaring.
Here we go.
Here they go.
Go right immediately to the inside. Archie Moore is actually the one who's trying to make this happen. Grabs Rocky underneath his arm, grabs an underhook and pulls his shoulder in. Ducks underneath a wild left hook from Rocky. Alright, they get back out to space. Archie's working that jab, Rocky's slipping. Ducking down to his right to get out of the way of that punch. Oof. Rocky's left hook is he telegraphs it, but holy fuck, he throws it hard. He loads up with it. He's dipping his body down when he comes up with it. So he gets every ounce of weight he's got into that punch. Archie throwing jabs, trying to keep Rocky at distance where he can box with him. Archie's a very crafty counterpuncher. Oof. Overhand right. Looks like Archie may have shoulder rolled that one. Rock leads with an uppercut, left hook combination. Archie gives ground to defend himself. Still giving ground, pushes Rocky off. He wants to be out of distance. He needs to snap that jab out, and he's doing it there. Rock feints a right hand, comes up with a left hook. Archie ducks underneath another one. Ooh, shoulder rolls that right hand beautifully. As that right hand comes in, Moore just turns to the left so that his arm will be in the path of Rocky's punch. Another wild leaping left hook. Moore sticking that jab out, just keeping Rocky at bay. They make their way to the inside now. Ref splits them. Something of a feeling out process here, which is not something you normally see from Marciano. Marciano usually really likes to get to work, but Moore's not the type of guy you want to run after with your power, with power punches, because Moore, like I said, he's knocked out more people than any human being ever live. 141 motherfuckers this guy knocked out. That's 3 times more people than Floyd Mayweather has fought. His record was crazy too. I think he's got something like 200 plus wins. Alright. Kind of a slow round. Not too much happening. Bit of a feeling out process. Rocky trying to lead with that left hook. And Archie just trying to stay on the outside. Keep him at bay and jab.
And in Moore's corner, only 3 seconds permitted here tonight in the corners is Cheerful Norman, Charlie Johnson, his manager, and Bertie Briscoe, his trainer. So, as I said, there has been very little exciting action so far. Marciano got in a couple of light left hooks, and Moore one pretty good right. The boys were very careful.
Marciano caught a couple light left hooks.
Nervous or anything.
Marciano's left hook looked like it was anything resembling light. It was a huge ass punch. Like, look at how high the referee's pants are. Oh my god! I just realized that. Wearing pants like up to here. All right, here we go. Now Rocky's coming in more, trying to pressure more. Pressured more. God damn, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. Anyway, Ooh, Rocky leans in. Archie catches him with a nice uppercut, and Rocky comes back with 2 left hooks. A right hand. Archie Moore is able to shoulder roll that right hand. When Rocky throws his right hand, Moore just turns his body so it skips off his shoulder, and then he's loaded up and ready to go with a right hand of his own. And because Marciano throws that punch with such vicious, intent, Marciano is really forward. He's in front of his hips. He's off balance, and he's got all his weight committed. So it doesn't really take a big punch to do big damage when a guy is giving you an opportunity like that. And that, I think, is why Marciano went down. More of it being a big punch. It was more just Rocky was off balance. Don't get me wrong, it was a good punch, but not something that you would expect Rocky to not be able to deal with. And as you can see, he's up by 2. Marciano immediately goes to the inside, trying to tie Moore up so he can get a few moments to collect himself, get his shit together. Moore working off some left hooks, trying to catch Rocky, lands a nice short right on the inside and an uppercut underneath Rocky's arm. Moore trying that leaping left hook. Right hand to the body, leaping left hook, but Rocky's able to get away. Now Rocky comes pushing forward. Moore tries some uppercuts. Rocky just slips him off to his right. Again, out of the path of those uppercuts. Ooh, nasty uppercut from Moore there. Good shot. Moore still jabbing. Rocky's taking a real defensive posture. He's not an easy target. As much as people like to imagine Rocky as a face-first brawler, he could be hit when he was throwing his punches. That's the best time to catch Rocky Marciano. But if you're on the outside, if you're jabbing at Marciano, he's a pretty tough target. A tougher target than a lot of people give him credit for. But oof, Moore's landing some nice ones there. Oh, what the fuck just happened?
Rocky's still shaky a little.
How long does this go on for? Oh. Okay, well, it's fixed. Okay, whatever. Oh. Shit, sorry guys. Rocky with that shoulder bump. He bumps Moore's head up on the inside so he can get to Moore's body. Because when they're head-to-head like that, it's really difficult to reach down and get to someone's body. Moore lands a nice hook as Rocky tries to come back to the inside. Moore with a nice one too. Rocky just flurries. Moore's blocking a lot of these with his cross-arm defense. He's doing a good job of dropping his arms on top of Rocky's uppercuts, but every now and again, one's getting through. They're getting through. Rocky's bleeding from the nose and from under his left eye. Rocky was always a bleeder though. He's got really sharp eyebrows, and guys like that tend to bleed pretty easily. But he looks calm. He looks... Yeah, that doesn't look like a guy who just got knocked down. He looks really calm over there. Archie Moore is something between 38 and 41 years old for this fight, depending on who you believe, whether you believe the man's own mother or the government. For him to be, doing this well against a much younger, I think Rocky was either 31 or 32. So, 8 to 10 years. 8 to 10 year younger guy, an undefeated heavyweight champion, and Archie Moore just made him take a knee with some slip. Ooh, nice body work from Rocky. Slipping those combinations in on the inside. I'll take some steam out of Archie later. Those punches hurt, man. Getting hit to the body hurts like a motherfucker. Archie working behind it. Ooh, nice uppercut as Rocky comes in with the right hand. Moore's able to shoulder roll it, land that right hand again. That right uppercut. Rocky throws that lead right, that vicious lead right. The punch he called Susie Q. No idea why. Just thought it sounded cool in the 1950s. It does still sound cool. I ain't gonna front. Moore doing nice, keeping his hands up, getting his arm in the path of Rocky's left hook. Rocky's able to land a short uppercut on the inside. Moore ducking low. Rocky lands another short hook. Straight right from Moore. Rocky's doing a good job of parrying Moore's jab for the most part. He's not giving any free shots on the outside. He's making them work. Ooh. He feints the left uppercut, makes Moore duck down and off to his right, and then comes down with a vicious overhand right as Moore picks his head back up.
1 minute until the end of the round.
Ooh, another nice right hand from Rocky. Throwing them jabs, just trying to stay on the outside. He doesn't want to be inside with Marciano. He's landed some nasty punches here too. Some nice short punches. Ooh, nice feint. Marciano feints the right hand, comes with the left hook. Marciano starts turning it up now. Round 3. Marciano starts really throwing some heavy punches. Now we got a nice little chess match on the inside. Moore's trying to land some shots. Marciano's being very defensive. Comes out, another left hook. Right. Uppercut to the body, left hook to the head. Nice combination from Rocky. Another one, another left hook.
10 seconds until the end of the round.
Moore's having problems with that left hook. Another one. Moore's having problems with that left hook. Because it's coming with a pure horizontal flight path, it's really difficult to get the shoulder up in front of the left hook unless you're actively doing it. Unless you're leaning off and shrugging your shoulder up, it's going to be really difficult to get your shoulder in the flight path of a horizontal left hook. And that's why Moore is having problems trying to shoulder roll that left hook. I feel like he'd be better served to work from more of a Philly shell stance with his left hand up high by his head, as opposed to the cross guard, which he's been working on us so far. He's not doing bad. He's not doing bad out of the cross guard, but I think a Philly shell, at least keeping the right hand high to defend that left hook. But he still has the option to shoulder roll Rocky's right hand and land a counter. I think he would be suited to do that based on, you know, how consistent Rocky has been with landing his left hook as Moore takes this cross guard stance here. See, he's keeping his forearms in front of his body. It makes it really nice. Marciano feints the left uppercut. Moore doesn't respond, so Marciano throws it for real and catches him. When you feint a punch, your goal is to get your opponent to respond, to do something. When you feint an uppercut, ideally what you'd like to get your opponent to do is to pull back and straighten up a bit. Marciano does it to try and get to his opponent's body, but Moore literally just doesn't respond to the feint. So when Marciano goes to throw the uppercut for real, Moore still thinks it's a feint, so he doesn't respond and he takes the uppercut. Feinting and then throwing the punch. That's some high level shit, you know. Marciano is not craftless. He's an intelligent guy, an intelligent fighter. He just was a fucking savage too. See, ducking down low. What Marciano likes to do is put his head on his opponent's hips because it's literally impossible to hit him from that position. he's too low. He's too small. Marciano was like 5'10", I think, 5'9" or 5'10". You know, looking at this footage, you would assume that Marciano was the light heavyweight champ coming up to face the heavyweight champ in Moore, but Moore is the light heavyweight here. Beautiful. Ooh, see another left hook. Moore's shoulder rolling beautifully though, staying behind those shoulders. But Marciano's just a tornado. He just doesn't give a shit if he misses, as long as he's hitting something. And he just breaks guys down like this. As long as he's hitting something, he's happy. And Moore, look at this defense. Look at shit. He's just underneath, out to either side, because Rocky isn't, showing a particularly great punch variation. He's just left, right. He's not doubling up. So Moore can just, once the right comes, he knows the left is coming next, and he can just duck around them. You just duck underneath to one side, and then to the other, and then to the other. You see, Rocky doubles up with the right hand there, and he lands. Rocky would do well to double up more if he wants to. Ooh, little snippy. A punch after the bell, and Moore pushes him off.
He went halfway out to the center of the ring and went back with a kind of a sick smile on his face. The punch right after the bell, not a very powerful one, but it hit right on the sort of the.
What a great fight so far. Marciano's a fucking madman. He just doesn't give a shit if he misses, because he's in such good shape. He knows he can do this for 15 rounds without an issue. And Moore, for all of his beautiful defense, is just, he's losing this fight based on activity. He lost that round based on activity. Rocky just threw a shitload of punches. And though Moore didn't get hit much, he didn't hit Rocky much either. So, chalk it up around for Rocky, And normally I'm one to value efficiency quite a lot, but I mean, Moore just isn't hitting him enough in comparison. Rocky's landing some good, clean shots. A lot of his punches are getting blocked, a lot of his punches are missing, but he's landing clean every now and again. And for a guy with Rocky's power, that's all he needs. Just every now and again, just one good shot to the body, one good shot to the head, and Rocky Marciano can change a fight with either hand. Ducks in behind that left hook lead, works the body. More flurries with uppercuts. Lands a nice jab too. Rocky feints that right, goes to that left hook again. Rocky knows he's having success with that left hook. He's looking for it more and more. Another left hook lead. Another left hook lead, and Rocky just walks out past Moore, which makes Moore have to turn and face him, because Rocky is no longer in front of him. So if you can just walk right past your opponent has to turn and face you. He's not going to be able to get a good shot off. Rocky, they're fighting fucking on the inside again. Rocky's working that uppercut. Moore's trying to use his jab, dictate the distance, but Rocky's slipping it. He's getting underneath it. And coming on the inside, and coming inside. Rocky tries that lead right. You gotta switch it up every now and then. If you just spam left hooks, your opponent will catch on to it. And look, Moore's keeping his left hand higher. His right hand higher to defend from that left hook, and he shoulder rolls another right hand, hits Rocky in the body with his own right. Beautiful shit from Moore. See? Lifts that right hand again to defend the left hook. Moore knows he's getting caught with that punch. So now he's trying to be more active in his defense to it, as opposed to just relying on his shoulders. Switching more to a Philly shell style, as opposed to the cross guard. And he goes to the cross guard. Rocky keeps trying to duck in low and get out. Moore's playing with his distance, Shoulder roll in that right hand, blocking the left hook again. So Rocky switches up, comes in with a left uppercut and catches Moore. Interesting punch selection from Rocky. Not the most orthodox thing you've ever seen, but effective. He knows how to pick his punches. He knows how to pick his punches. It's just a lot of time he doesn't give a shit. When Rocky wants to think, he can think, but for so much of... For Rocky, who's a guy with endless stamina, amazing power, and an iron fucking chin, he only thinks when he really has to. He only thinks on the entry to the inside. He's good on the outside. He's got decent defense, but once he gets inside, there's a lot less conscious thought going on. Rocky just sort of goes into an he's like an on switch. He's just like, yep, alright, I'm gonna throw punches as hard as I fucking can for as long as I fucking can until you get away from me. But when he's trying to close the gap, he's got some really interesting tactics. Some things that you don't see guys do a lot. Slipping down and to the right.
Moore doesn't seem to be worried about being in those corners, but
He's got more cornered now.
still not a good place for him.
Rocky backs off, comes in with a jab. Trying to duck in low again. Moore needs to be more active. He's got the space. He needs to keep Rocky at bay. Rocky tries for the nice cross count. Oh, and lands a vicious fucking right hand. Vicious right hand over Moore's jab. And Rocky, here he comes. On switch. I'm just going to throw punches until one of us falls down, because fuck it. And look at Moore. Slipping, just staying behind that cross guard. Rolling his shoulders from a very square stance. Just, yep. And Rocky's missing. And Moore is counterpunching him. But Rocky just doesn't give a fuck. He's just eating him. He doesn't care. Oh my god, look at him go. Moore. He's getting through every now and again, but Moore's defense is fucking beautiful. Oh my god, look at this. Oh, and then lands a counter right. Rocky doubles up with the left hook, lands the body shot, and they just fucking trade right hands. And this is fucking madness. And Rocky is just doing everything he can to get him out of there, but Moore's defense is unreal. How is Moore fucking still awake? Ooh, that was nice. Alright, I'm gonna replay that. We're gonna replay that one in slow motion. So I'm at 25:01 right now. Speed, let's go to 0.5. Alright, let's go to like 10 seconds ago. Just before the fucking film whites out. Okay, so Rocky tries his right uppercut. Left hand, right hand, left hand. And here it is. You see? Watch. Just a fucking second. Okay. Rocky is going to throw a left hook. And as you can see, he's having all sorts of problems getting through Moore's defense. Moore's defense is incredible. Just get behind his shoulders and just whatever side Rocky's throwing to, he just leans away from the punch and gets his shoulder up into the path of the punch. He gets his shoulder up into the path of the punch, and the punch will just sort of skip off over the top. And it works in either direction when you're in a square stance, like Archie is against the ropes. So what Rocky does is he knows he needs an angle. He knows he needs a way to get around Archie's shoulders. So let's see what he does here. Throws this left hook, grabs Archie by the back of the head and pulls his head down. And then let's see what he does. Pushes his head out and away, and he gives himself a perfect punching angle. he repositions his feet so that he is now facing the side of Archie Moore, and the shoulders aren't in the way anymore. Because the shoulders aren't in the way anymore, he can land his vicious fucking trademark overhand right, the Susie Q right there. And Archie goes down again for the second time in the round. Alright, so let's get back to this. Moore's up at 8. For him to take that punch after so many fucking fights. Archie Moore, dude fought Ezra Charles 3 times, and they're still swinging after the bell. This dude's fought Ezra Charles 3 times. Harold Johnson. He's fought so many great fighters and been in so many great fights. For whatever reason, probably because his defense was so fucking good, Archie Moore just didn't wear down the way that most boxers wear down. You know, clean shots to the head are what sort of will break a fighter down over the course of his career. And Archie, as you can fucking see, is really goddamn hard to hit clean. Really hard to hit clean. And that's probably why he had, you know, such good longevity. Archie Moore's a fucking brilliant fighter. Rocky is unreal too. I mean, he's just ferocious. He wants your heart. He wants to eat your children. Like this Rocky Marciano. Whew. Bad motherfucker. Bad motherfucker, Rocky Marciano. Both of them. Both. For different reasons. They're both really highly skilled guys. They're just skilled in different ways. Archie just lands a nice straight right. Still, you know, he got his ass beat for like a solid minute and a half. But Rocky only landed, you know, a couple good punches, but he got knockdowns off him. Archie's defense is the only reason why he's still in this fight. Most guys would have crumbled under that. But Marciano showed some nice subtle skills, some nice footwork. And Moore lands a nice one too, and another one. Ooh, nice double left hook to the head. He's pushing Marciano back. Look at him go, man. Fucking 38. Ooh, nice counter right hand from Moore, and Rock follows up with a right hand of his own. Left hook, jab, jab. Ooh, another nice right hand from Moore. Rocky's got a fucking chin on him, man. Nice overhand right from Rock, just misses. Archie's just fucking nice feint. Ah, that was a slip. Yeah, no. Ref rules it a slip. Ooh, nice uppercut from Moore and a nice left hook from Marciano as a counter. When you throw the uppercut, even if you land the uppercut, your hand is not at home for defense. So a left hook counter you're wide open for a left hook counter. And Marciano has been doing very well with that. Moore's been doing well with his counter uppercut, but Marciano's been doing very well with that left hook too. And generally, when you see something like that, like two guys who are both having really great success with a tactic, and they're interplaying off each other, where the uppercut opens up Rocky's left hook, but you know, that's fights that usually don't go the distance. Those are fights that usually don't go the distance. When both guys are consistently able to land the same power punch over and over again, very rarely will that go to the judges. What a great round. Another great round. Moore's just fucking still alive. He's fucking doing science and he's still alive. 38 or 40. You know, just like, he looks great for a man of 38 or 40 or whatever. Because for more to come back. Crazy. Crazy old man. Crazy like a fox. Or mongoose, I guess. What a great fighter, man. Archie Moore is fucking awesome. Like I said, this film footage right here, this is what you would normally see, where you would normally see a boxer just like fall to pieces. Like 38 to 40 years old, fighting a much younger guy, an undefeated heavyweight champion. Most fighters would have crumbled, but for whatever reason, Moore is just fucking ageless. He looks like he's like late 20s right here, and he's fucking almost 40 or over 40, whatever. Rocky's getting inside, feints that left uppercut, tries for the overhand right, but Moore is able to shoulder roll it off. Rocky's still ducking in low, slipping that jab, trying for the left hook. Moore blocks it. Archie shoulder rolls that right hand again, tries for the uppercut, but it falls just short. Ooh, nice left hook from Archie Moore. That was a nice, vicious left hook from Archie Moore. Catches Marciano as he's stepping in. See, that's the thing about a guy who is reliably coming forward, is that you can just step to the side, throw short punches, and he'll be there to get hit. He'll be there for you. And Marciano is just fucking taking these punches, man. These punches that knocked at this point. And Archie Moore would fight on for another 9 fucking years after this fight. 9 years. He retired in 1964. And his last real pro fight was against Muhammad fucking Ali, or Cassius Clay at the time. Look at Marciano go. And Moore is meeting him. Look at this. They are just fucking slugging. Ooh, Marciano lands a nice overhand right. And another one. Moore, another one. Rocky is awkward as fuck. He throws. Look at that punch. That punch that starts from up here and then comes down. Like, nobody throws that punch. It's just bizarre. It's not something that guys are used to trying to defend. You know, that long overhand right, long left hook. In a square stance the entire time, can hit with vicious power with both hands, and he's just tireless. Ooh, another nice overhand right. Archie sits down. Saved by the bell. Bell went off, so there's no count. But Archie got hit bad there. He got hit really, really fucking bad there. They bring the doctor in to look at Moore. I mean, that's a 40-year-old man. Just knocked down again by a vicious right hand. But here's the cool part. I actually read this in an article. When they brought the doctor in to talk to Moore, he asked Archie if he's like, are you okay? Do you want to continue fighting? And Archie apparently said to the doctor, and I quote, "The only way for a man to lose a championship fight is on his back." Archie Moore is a bad motherfucker. That's a bad man right there. Only way for a man to lose a championship fight is on his back. That's some real shit, though. What a bad motherfucker Archie Moore is. Ooh, and it lands a nice right hand on Rocky as he comes in. Rocky is just flurrying. He wants to end this fight. He's trying, man. Moore's legs are gone. He's just standing still now, laying on the ropes, which is pretty much a death sentence against Marciano. Even with a guy with defense like Moore, Marciano just throws so much and so hard that something's going to get through eventually. But he is counterpunching the fuck out of him. Moore is landing some vicious punches and not taking a lot of... I mean, he's taking a fucking beating, but he is landing right back. Marciano is just... That right hand is... He's arcing it to try and get it over his shoulder, but Moore is just leaning off to his right, and it'll skip off his shoulder every time. The only times that Rocky has been like all 3 knockdowns in this fight, aside from the one where Rocky grabbed Moore by the back of his head, and Moore just wilts. He just wilts. He just can't anymore. And his own corner man just like puts his hands on him and pushes him back down. Alright, and look, Rocky Marciano just walked over and is helping to pick him up. What a great fucking fight. Another great fucking fight, guys. Archie Moore is a bad man. This would have been even better if Archie wasn't fucking 40. He gave Rocky a great fucking fight as a 40-year-old man. 40-ish-year-old man. All respect to Archie Moore. 1 minute, 19 seconds in the 9th round. Rocky. Let's see what he has to say. What kind of a fight was this? A very tough, willing, determined fighter. I didn't think he would stand up. I guess he wasn't just talking up there. Before this fight, Archie Moore wanted this fight so bad. What he did was took out like a full-page fucking newspaper ad, like a wanted poster. It says, "Wanted heavyweight champion Rocky Marciano." Like last seen running from Archie Moore, and he posted this in like a famous newspaper, and because he was just campaigning, he wanted this fight so bad, and he finally got it, and fucking boy did he get it. But so that's what Rocky is referencing when he said Archie wasn't just talking up there.
And of course you did too, as always, Rocky. This is 49 straight.
This is 49 straight, and I know you're gonna go for 50 for sure.
And you really were punching, and you're a great champion.
You really were punching, you're a great champion.
I know the kind of fellow you are, and everybody.
Rocky would never get 50. 7 months later, he would retire. Which is, it's almost unheard of. He retired at 32 and stayed retired. Never fought another fight. This is the last moment of Rocky Marciano in a boxing ring. And next we're going to go to a very poignant moment, because this was in 1955, and a few months before this, the world famous murder of Emmett Till had occurred in Mississippi, just a few hundred miles from one of the places that the place that Archie Moore's birthplace is listed as. And you know, racial like it was really sort of what kicked off the civil rights movement. Like 3 months this was in September. 3 months after this fight, Rosa Parks would be arrested. The bus boycotts started to take place. This is at the very beginning of the civil rights movement, and the murder of Emmett Till is really what kicked it off. They beat this fucking kid senseless, and they tied him to a big ass old wagon wheel and dumped him in the bottom of the river. And the murderers got away scot-free from an all-white jury, all male, and only one person. They said the deliberations took 45 minutes because they stopped to drink soda. Like, it was an absolute, a bullshit trial, based purely on the fact that this white woman said Emmett Till had whistled at her or some shit. And so tensions at this time between the black community and the establishment were really running hot and at an all-time high. And this moment right here,
Now here's Archie. We'll put them together.
1955, a white guy, a black guy, after a violent, vicious, cruel 40 minutes, share a hug of mutual respect. And this fight is like a microcosm of what would come in the civil rights movement. It wasn't going to be pretty. It wasn't going to be easy. It was going to be vicious and brutal. But ultimately, you come to a respect and an understanding of your fellow man. Black, white, whatever. This is boxing, people. This is why we're here. And moments like these always fucking make me smile. When I have two fighters at the end of an amazing fight are just like, all right, I gotta give it up to you. You're a bad motherfucker, and I appreciate you. That always makes me smile. So, I'm out, guys. That's all for today. Give a shout out to my normal folks, my Freestones people. Southpaw Seamus in Arizona. Family, friends, motherfuckers. Let's see, what else can I give a shout out? I want to give a shout out to this Java Monster I've been drinking. I'm hype as fuck right now. I want to give a shout out to tomorrow being my day off so I can post all this bullshit, an article and a video. Check out the fucking article. I wrote it. It's incredible. At least I think so. Alright, guys. I'm out. Love y'all. Take it easy.